Hello, collective. So I hope you can hear me. So welcome back. It's your girl Shammy, whatever you call me lately. Dia, Shammy, Miller's Honey, CJ, Carla. Those are some of my names. I generally prefer Sham whenever I'm doing energy reports. That's one of my angelic names. So we're here to look at some of these new moon etheric energies. It's being called the Black Moon. And we're going to look at some of the elements. Decide if I want to do just a regular twin flame energy report, which I think that's what I want to start out with. And then I might break it down and then go into some elements. Earth, fire, water, air, and kind of look at all the elements of all the signs and tap into these new moon energies. With I got a 999 angelic realm manifest what you desire healing frequency meditation for the new moon. This is the one I recommend for meditation. New moon manifestation is the one that I'm on right now. 999 hertz angelic realm. If you want the link, just let me know in the comments. Say, give me the 999 hertz meditation link, whatever. If I don't forget, I'll put it in the details or something, but and you might be able to find it. Some of the things I'm working on in either playlist, but I would check first in the community board. I'll put stuff in the community board after I do a live and on the weekends. So you can check out stuff there. That's stuff I'm signing off on or things I'm doing, announcements, all this kind of stuff. Always check my community board here on the Akashic Academy channel. So it's Saturday, and on Saturdays I try to do a nice live energy report for you, especially during ascension times, high alert ascension, planetary ascension activation times. And we are definitely having lots of that. We have got the sun just spitting out, blasting off so much gamma ray source energy, whilst all these planets are in perfect alignment. Like the universe is just lined up. Okay, all the planets just boom, boom, boom in these very perfectly aligned pattern times. And then the etheric moon, the lunar new moon, it's an eclipse. It's an etheric activation that we have going on. It is a huge, massive awakening, revelation, signs and wonders are coming through like crazy. And then, so we have like a 7.5 earthquakes hit somewhere, tsunami warnings, earthquakes. We have hurricane season just kicking up over there. We just had a huge hurricane, basically reduced down to a tropical storm, but with the potential of like other hurricanes. So I was getting all into these energies, and then I finally started getting some new moon activations and reports last night, and there's just a lot of stuff going on in general. So it was like crazy. It took me 3 days just to kind of update myself and make sure I was ready for a live report today. So some people would refer to this as the psychic moon or the dark wolf moon, black cat moon. I call it the etheric seeking panther moon. Seeking panther is one of my divine feminine power totems. Ever since I was like 8 years old. That's when I first started getting the Seeking Panther activations. So, and it came through dreams, signs, and wonders, like all of the above. And eventually led to me, it being revealed to me what one of my angelic names was. And then as I progressed on my journey, I took on a new angelic name, and then I took on a few more, and I was getting these titles and names as I was becoming a Gaia channel. And then in the past few years, just before a massive healing phase in my life, I was elevated and given my chief name, which is Chief Blue Feather, and we came up with all of our tribal and ministerial ways. We are a plant-based tribe. We are a very large tribe. We are a bear tribe, a bear clan tribe. And so I've been busy working on that stuff a lot the past few years and bringing as much as I could to the channel and bringing you this Akashic Academy as like a reference channel, a library, a collection, and sort of a base meeting ground for me and the collective. So if you're over on the Facebook page or you're connected to me anywhere else, people are being invited to come over and spend time on the channel. And here I can give you more guidance, directives. I can just share a lot more with you here. That is more centered around the collective and giving messages to others. Because on the Facebook page, it's sort of a catch-all. It's sort of just me working on all this stuff in my timeline and trying to keep up with my collective and family and life and all that. So it's sort of like a catch-all. It's like I call it my front porch. And this is kind of like my back porch in my backyard. So I've had a lot more going on in the front than the back, but we're coming out in the back because, well, I like it better back here. And so I like doing the energy reports, the moon reports, the angelic portholes, the 888 Lionsgate portholes, the 1111 Twin Flame, Sacred Soul reports, Starseed reports. These are things I've been doing now for a long time, and it's kind of my favorite part of what I do. But you got to take care of you first, and you have to reach a level of healing, wholeness, deliverance, before you can reach out to others. So this is where I come when I'm whole, and then I can reach out to others more so here. So if you want to stay connected with me, I hope you do. And I do also want to thank the collective of readers and healers and fellow starseeds who have been bringing it with messages, with positivity and support and collective donations. Like everything you guys do for us and everything that you are doing collectively and what you do for myself, my loved ones, it is seen, it is felt. Your prayers are felt, your well wishes, your guidance is appreciated. I pay back in kind when I can, where I can, as much as I can. And I'm just truly, truly grateful to you guys. And my little gift back is this energy that I want to bring you now. And we have some new cards. So I've been working with these. A couple of oracles. These are Gaia oracles that I feel represent Gaia energy, that I took a lot of time and effort and intention in choosing and bringing to the channel. So now we have the deed cards, we have the clarity cards, and we have some Gaia oracle cards. And I thank you guys for the support that you brought that made all that possible. And so without further ado, let me get busy on giving you guys some messages, some energies, some updates, what have you, and looking at these elements and twin flame energy reporting, okay? So this is for twin flame union, first of all, collective. I want to say some things as a disclaimer or as, announcements, information. Twin flames are people who are on a very serious soul journey. They're taking that very seriously, and they're maturing in their soul growth. And twin flame kingdom spouse partnerships are romantic love connections who are on that higher elevated spiritual journey of maturity, readiness, and that means also that you have activated your DNA template, done your healing work, done all the work, you're doing these deeds. You're keeping an open mind, an open heart. You're keeping your energies grounded and protected. You're doing all these things and you're putting God first. And you're walking a sacred walk. So this is a sacred new moon. It would be referred to as a sacred wedding that's happening at this time. Alchemical ascension. That's basically what we're in right now. A very powerful alchemical ascension, awakening. A huge cycle of awakening that is offering us that sacred union experience. That sacred soul, divine connection to source and self and your fellow twin flames and kingdom spouse partnerships, soulmates, starseeds, all of this. So you got to take the messages and apply them with wisdom and discernment, taking them to God, praying over them. I suggest always you have plenty of water, meditation music, notebook and pen. and maybe even save things to playlist and refer back or pull them when you need them, and refer back here to the channel for more inspiration, more motivation, more activations, messages, so on and so forth. I suggest strongly taking your meditation life very seriously, and doing sun gazing, yogi studies, stars, moon gazing, time in nature, nature gazing, signs and wonders, yogi studies, what numbers mean, what scriptures mean, Bible stories, other spiritual enlightenment and learning, and any other things that keep you active, motivated, in alignment, in the know. Those are yogi studies. And it includes the elements, all the elements of nature, God, and universe. That is a true yogi study experience. We have mission twins, stand-in twins, that aren't always karmics, or they're not always just simply karmics, but they're other twin flame soulmate connections, soul family. It could turn into soul ties. It could turn into like faux ships in some cases, but most of the time the ideal is to pair up, float off each other's energy, do mission work and yogi studies together, help keeping each other motivated, accountable, grounded. That's what I mean by floating off of another's energy or mission work. Keeping each other's energies protected, having each other's backs, help keeping each other on track, informed. That's what mission twins do. And then that can grow depending on what kind of ministerial things you're doing, what kind of outreach you are. If you're an organized church, if you're a fivefold ministry, if you're a healing light ministry or outreach, it all just is kind of covering everything in what I bring you here on the Akasha. So I've rattled off enough. These oracles are amazing. I'm just now getting into this one. I've been working with this one a lot. I've been refreshing myself with all the clarity cards and all of that stuff. Keeping up with it. Keeping right up with it to the best of my ability, you guys. Like, it isn't always easy. Let me tell you, like, it gets crazy. Even though I only have, I'm used to having multiple kids and raising kids. I have one right now who's in homeschool. And we just had birthday season. We're about to come up on these holidays. I'm going to try to bring you guys as much as I can. But this is sort of kicking off this season in a big, big, beautiful way. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the next couple of seasons coming up. A little bit, feeling a little bit of a sense of dread. And some of you might be feeling these energies right now. You might really be feeling it. You might have a lot of ascension symptoms going on. Some of you may have recently went through affliction or sickness or vexation or psychic attacks or recovery from psychic attacks and afflictions, removal of etheric attachments, supernatural and even paranormal experiences. This has all been the norm with the entire collective and leading up to this moon. Now, I like to explain it right now like we're spiraling back up. We went spiraling down. We had to take some time to heal, to regather. We took some breaks and some intervals, and now we're like quickly spiraling up again, and we're having all this quickening, this spiritual quickening energy. And it is to bring us all into alignment, elevate us, and to ignite ascension journeys, merge timelines, meet soul family, make amends with God, with others, with life, with self, soul growth experiences, deep and penetrating soul expansion, soul growth. Getting on that narrow path is not easy. When you're on that narrow path, you're doing these deeds. You're doing these 1111 deeds. You're tapping in to God's promises and purpose for your life, your eternal rewards, blessings, and experiences all are kind of keyed in here in these 1111 deeds. This is a homemade deed card. This is Akashic only. You cannot get this anywhere else. These that I do, you cannot get them anywhere else. These are made by me. These are the only copies. These have been out for several years now, and I've been working on these upwards about 7 years, 10 years total, and some other cards. I have other cards that I use depending on what I'm doing, but these are the main ones. These are the 1122, 1111, and 1212 deed cards, sacred flames, keys, eternal words, and blessings. Let's get started and look at the masculine energy. Yeah, we got cards wanting to come out already, talking to us in reverse about occult practice, sacred soul, divine masculine, and pain. So we do have some masculines releasing a lot of pain in their awakening experience. Some of them having dark night of the soul, some of them having like super dark night of the soul, people having void experiences. This is also called a void moon. It's a very etheric, so it's bringing up a lot of dark energy stuff for some people, kind of for the whole collective. It's like a big crash course, refresher course, and a lot of certain etherical information. Things like what targeting and stalking, gang stalking, etheric stalking is. We haven't covered etheric stalking. Etheric stalking is monitoring spirits, soul tags, dream realm attachment, scapegoating experiences, hitchhiker attachment experiences, bringing hitchhikers aboard, toxic twin flame merge, soul ties. Those are some of the darker things. Things also that have to do with conflict, wickedness, corruption, crimes against humanity. All of these are the darker sides of things, okay? If you're here listening to these messages, you're weeds, not tares. You may have experienced all of this, but that is not your purpose. That is not your fate. That is not going to continue to be your fate. You're coming out of that. You're being elevated. You're being pulled out of it. You've been pulled out of it. You're experiencing more of a deliverance, a rescue, a freeing, a breaking of chains, overcoming, twin flame soul merge in the positive, twin flame sacred soul experiences that are bringing you up higher, ascending you, elevating you, and it's all on the light side of things. So we cover it all though, but if you're here listening to me, you're not doomed, you're not judged. You have a fate, a purpose, a destiny, a higher destiny in which you're moving towards or walking in, or you will be walking in, okay? So just to be clear, we're going to look at the masculine side of the energies. I'll cover masculine, feminine, and then kind of how they're doing as they mirror, how their merge is going, how their connection is going, what have you. And okay, so too many people don't know I'm live, and I don't know where everybody is lately. I've kind of been I kind of have been like, I have a sleeping collective right now, or it seems that way. And I got this whole message about it too from the angels, so they told me to just continue and not to worry about it. It is all coming together. They described my ministry growth so very specifically, and I have specific keys. So I'm not worried about it, but if you're new here, please do drop down in the comments, leave a like, hit that bell so you can stay connected and know when I'm going live and posting things. Check out community boards, playlists, all these kinds of things. So masculine is in his headspace. He is contemplative, meditative, and or prayerful at this time. He could be praying literally at this time, and he's focused on parents and children, parental responsibilities and experiences involving children, and marriage. He's focused on marriage at this time, and direction for life, guidance, clarity, and focus. That is how the masculine energy is coming through at this time. And feminine is releasing burdens and pain. Could be things that have been a pain to think about, things that have been more in the thought realm. Could be dream realm experiences as well. Etheric type of experiences. Some of them could have been traumatic or painful or prolonged, making them more painful. Some could have been harmful or damaging, or just a pain to deal with, or even some physical pain. In my case, it was a lot of bad dreams, physical pain, and it all had to do with the upper chakra from the neck up. It was like I just went through a lot of stuff. So also, feminine is focused on money management. In the heart space, it's about children and marriage according to the masculine energy. So take that how it resonates. Flip it how you need to. We have insecurity. This could be about parents, children, marriage, money management, pain, painful experiences, thoughts, how it affected your thoughts, your mental space, your etheric space, your higher self, your spiritual self. And then we have low self-esteem, insecurity, and low self-esteem. So take it how it resonates, flip it if you need to. That's the feminine energy, and this was the masculine. So masculine energy is coming through more focused and ready. But again, flip it if you need to. I feel like I'm more on the masculine side of energy today anyway. Yesterday, I was a little more on this side. And then at the same time, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of both. So let's see how we're mirroring is there's a depression, a low period, could just be a rut. Could be because of these recent painful experiences. Some sort of like spiritual communication wasn't up to par, wasn't that great. Could be a lot of grief being processed, a lot of painful experiences. Like I said, could be grief. Could be about parents, children, family, marriage. We got parents, children, marriage. That all amounts to family. So it could be a lot of things. Could be your spiritual experiences. Then we have sacred soul, divine masculine. He's here. It's like he's holding the union together at this time. He's kind of holding out the faith and he's praying. His energy is coming through a lot like the Hanged Man, or in some cases I've seen it as like the Hierophant, the Emperor, and it'll be in reverse and it'll be right set up. So he's coming through like a little unsure at times, and at other times very sure, or looking for confirmation, validation, wanting to communicate more in the higher spiritual, or he may be coming through at this time communicating more, and it could be about the marriage, the children, The money, he could be insecure about money. He could be experiencing things in regards to marriage. We'll break that all down as we go. And he's also coming through, he may have just awakened to or learned about some occult practices, astrological influences, horoscopes, tarot, divining practices. And this could be anywhere from the darker side of things to the positive side of things. These could be his experiences coming to light. Maybe, however, that's been for him, whatever path he's been on. I took a lot of notes. We've been looking at paths of conflicts, conflicting paths, toxic twin flame merge, some of the darker experiences, some of the shadow experiences. He could be doing a lot of shadow work at this time, which if so, that's excellent. That's right. That is what the masculine should be doing. Feminine should be kind of like, getting in her garden, getting in her masculine energy in a positive, reinforcing type of way, finding it to be very motivating and pushing her forward toward a new beginning. And they both are kind of being pushed forward in this quickening of energy to a new beginning, a rebirth in their experiences. So this could be a rebirth after a darker cycle or a cycle of more shadow work and clearing. And it just took a lot of clarity and focus. So you might be feeling it now. You might be on your backs. You might be struggling to get your energy up, trying to ground, trying to regather yourselves, trying to experiencing some restoration. Hopefully you're experiencing some restoration. As I break this down, I can help you with breakthroughs, restoration, and more clarity with the 1111 cards. So, and not just the 1111, the deed cards, the 1212 cards are the actual twin flame deeds. And this is a lot more of what the deeds entail, a little more clarity. And then this is the overall picture. So let's go in with the 1212 deed cards, okay? So this pain card is talking to me a lot about heavy pain experiences. If you are applying a lot of spiritual discernment and prayer at this time, that's also very excellent. If you're not, I would do that. I would do that immediately and work with the Holy Spirit and the Holy Ghost fire if you need to heal more, higher healing frequencies, healing scriptures specifically with this pain and depression here, and scriptures for marriage and children specifically. If you need any of those scriptures, you want a little personal guidance that I have, please let me know in the comments. If this message is resonating, please hit the like button. Touch on things if you want to elaborate or contribute in the comment section. We do really appreciate that. So we have forgiveness and prayer. Masculine could be praying for forgiveness or praying for strength to forgive. Flip it however you need to. We have favor. He's experiencing favor with God and universe, deliverance, rescue, or positive experience, wholeness experience, divine favor coming from God himself. This could be in marriage, children, family. Someone might be lying. This could be someone lying to him, or he was believing some lies about favor, about the union, perhaps even about God or marriage, or someone was lying in something. So he wants to forgive regarding lies. He wants clarity regarding lies. So he's like seeking truth and unity. 144,000. This is water energy, the gathering source, divine masculine, divine feminine collective. And on the feminine side, we have ethics. This could be ethereal energy, spiritual energy regarding ethics or ethics in general. This could be money management ethics. Masculine might be seeing the feminine's rut or experiencing a rut in finances and some lower level stuff, or recovering from such. You may be seeing the feminine having ethics when it comes to money management, or he might be insecure about that in his feminine or in himself. Take it how it applies and resonates for you. This is primarily about the masculine because he's here in the center of the reading. So a great portion of this message might apply mostly to the masculine. We have salvation and we have favor and deliverance right here at the heart of the matter. Masculine is experiencing favor, salvation, and deliverance. He could be being delivered from money issues, a lot of painful experiences. We have riches. He may find himself more optimistic because he's tapping into riches. He may have riches. He may have favor in the form of riches. This could be a spiritual business. About spiritual business guidance, 144,000. He could be thinking about that or experiencing some abundance coming from that, or sees it as abundant and fruitful. He's also talking about it a lot, hearing about it a lot, hearing gossip, hearing a lot of talk. There's gossip and lying are adjacent, so he may have heard some lies. He may have even believed some lies. He may have been part of some sort of gossip or witness to it. He may see this going on with the feminine. He may also had it going on with himself. Could be both. Take it how it applies. It seems to be gossip a lot, or a lot of talk about divine masculine at this time, about the sacred masculine and the union or the marriage. If there's a marriage here, there's a lot of talk going on about a marriage. It could be a lie about a marriage. Maybe someone doesn't know what to believe when it comes to marriage or finances. This could be regarding parents and children or something, but we also have loyalty. So we have loyalty. This could be being loyal to your spiritual journey, your collective, your mission, your twin flame union, your gifts and abilities, your witnessing, your giving, you're paying attention to signs and wonders, you're giving testimony, you're hearing testimonies, you're being patient and grounded, forgiving, discerning. All of these things are what the 144 star seeds do, and you're being loyal to that, or you're receiving benefits and abundance and prosperity, or you will, because you have been loyal to, you have stayed the course, you have fought the good fight, or you are fighting the good fight, and you are overcoming. We have love right in the center of the reading. Masculine is in love or loves all of this, or there is just a lot of love to go around at this time. There's diligence. This could be diligence regarding love relationships or a love experience or the marriage. And we have loneliness. You could be overcoming loneliness. You could just be coming out of this lonely time in your life and you're ready for love, or you're open to love, or you are in love. And this is the masculine. He could be coming through wanting to send love to the feminine, vice versa. Feminine wanting to send love to the masculine, wanting to relieve loneliness, overcoming some loneliness, wanting to, being diligent about that, keeping busy, avoiding burden, doing the work, diligent with communicating and handling affairs in each other on each other's lives and paths, supportive of each other. It looks very supportive, conducive, and positive. Very good. Very good. I can't say enough about this reading right now. I'm very relieved to see this. I mean, I see that there are some negative things going on with masculine and feminine, but overall it looks great. It's like the stuff that would be going on if you were healing and doing your shadow work and doing your work and overcoming the dark night of the soul, overcoming generational bullshit, generational curses, cycles, coming out of cycles of stagnance, blockage, confusion, coming into a more clear, a smoother. I'm seeing like that Six of Swords energy with this. So let's get a little more clarity on who and what. Mostly this is about who each masculine and feminine may be dealing with lately, or what the topics may be about. Who's been coming into their energy or is being removed from their energy, what have you. Who they've been dealing with, the atmosphere, the spherical influence of it all. The spherical elements of energy are the people around you. The main influences when it comes to people. For masculine and feminine alike. This gives us a better idea of anywhere we need to cut cords, make adjustments or arrangements, more communication, protect or who to reach out to, who to protect from, a greater level of discernment when it comes to your spherical energy can be offered through this 1111 deck. That's kind of how I put it together. So hopefully this gives us a little bit better idea here. Cut this deck. Somebody's dealing with a toxic DM. He kind of came out here. Popped out. A toxic divine masculine situation. This could be on masculine or feminine side or both. They both could be dealing with a toxic third-party masculine energy. So far, that's kind of showing. And that's been showing a lot recently. So this could be someone that needs to leave your energy or has left your energy or is about to leave your energy. Someone who is a total douchebag. Okay, so I don't know what that's about, but let's get these cards on the table and look at them a little more clearly. Let me shuffle some more. Angels, archangels, guides, healers of light, in the name of Jesus of Nazareth, we would like clarity on all influence and spherical energies. Anybody we're having conflict with or may have conflict with, anything that is too conflicting for our spirit or our purpose on our paths and journeys, in the name of the Lord. Thank you, Holy Spirit. A little more discernment and divine guidance for you. Let's go. So we have someone ghosted you. That could be why forgiveness is there. Someone wants forgiveness because they are ghosting you, or they fall out of communication somehow. Could be in the form of ghosting. They may have ghosted in the past. They may want you to know that they don't intend to continue to ghost you or breadcrumb you. If that's what's been happening in your union, they may be now seeing that. They may be apologizing for ghosting you or asking for forgiveness for ghosting you. Flip it how it needs to. Apply it wherever it needs to. This could be for masculine or feminine, but it came out on the masculine side. So we have a karmic family soulmate. So they may have ghosted you for a karmic or a soulmate or a family member who is karmic. Could be a group, could be an individual. It's hard to say yet, but that's what we got so far. This could be a cousin, an auntie, and uncle, or someone that kind of is a, like a spiritual cousin, auntie, uncle. This, or they may have been ghosted by someone who is a karmic family member, who is a cousin, auntie, uncle, feminine or masculine, or both. They may be being ghosted or have been ghosted by someone recently. I don't know. Let's get more clear. Okay, we have a niece. This niece could be a karmic, could be a soulmate, could be a karmic family member. Okay. There may be a connection that masculine and feminine are just learning about too, in regard to love relationships or family members or marriage, where it also involves family members like cousins, aunties, uncles, nieces. So not necessarily your immediate family. Someone could have ghosted you for someone who's not even immediate family. They may see now where they went wrong. Or they may have experienced this being ghosted enough now that they like feel bad for doing that to you. They've experienced it. They maybe even have learned it somewhere, or, I don't know, maybe it's a family trait. I don't know. But we have niece, and that's been coming out a lot. Someone could love your niece. There could be some sort of connection there. There's a loyalty and a niece. You also could have family members coming through being supportive, wanting to touch base and touch energies with you, that love you, that see you as strong, diligent. They may be concerned about you being lonely. They may also just be curious about your love life or have heard something about your love life. They may be coming through for guidance, clarity. They may be seeking salvation and deliverance, awakening, wholeness, healing. They also may have been guilty of gossip or have heard some gossip or were a part of some gossip. Or you may have heard some gossip about these family members, a niece, a soulmate, and you may have been ghosted. This may have something to do. They may have ghosted you in the past, or they feel that you ghosted them, because this is on the masculine side. So it's actions. They may feel you have ghosted them. So there needs to be like some clarity about something here, and it's on this masculine side. It's at the root, it's at the foundation of things, and it's adjacent from low self-esteem and loyalty. So someone this could be the repairing of a relationship where there was a fallout, or someone was ghosted or kind of left behind or backburnered or something like that, or they feel that they were, or they did this to you, and maybe this was like energy swapping too, where you were doing this. Could have been a lot of like playing tag that led to ghosting. How you play tag with somebody for a while. Maybe you live far apart, or you're both really, really busy, or you're going through certain things in your life, and you kind of play tag or phone tag or social media tag for a while, then you kind of fall off, or someone ghosts someone or blocks someone, and you don't always know why, or it was a petty argument, or it was a rumor. We got gossip here. Gossip could have led to someone ghosting you, blocking you, falling away with you in some way. Or gossip could have been causing you not to be able to connect, and you lost track of this person, or they or ghosted each other. Okay, this is someone who smokes and vapes, or they know that you smoke and vape, or maybe you smoked and vaped with them, but it's something about smoking and vaping. You may have recently picked up smoking or been trying to quit smoking, learned about it. Vamping. Masculine could want the feminine to, because we have ethics here, to stop smoking or to be more mindful because we have salvation and we have ethics and we have pain. It's exactly what I went through recently. I was smoking, I was doing a lot of extra things to deal with pain. Kind of led to me picking up cigarettes. They're organic cigarettes. They're, just tobacco and water, or it was just like cannabis vape with the CBD. But anyway, I was kind of doing that extra, but I got my tooth fixed. I got some dental work done. I feel better now. There could have been gossip about someone who smokes or vapes. This could have been leading to problems, relationship and communication issues with people. Who knows? Something like that. This could have changed someone's loyalty, their thoughts about you, but now they want forgiveness because that's diagonal. I see that as something there. They may have been too critical or judgmental of you, or vice versa. They felt that you were too critical or judgmental when it came to something like ethical or smoking, or maybe your lifestyle or your spiritual friendships, or all of the above. They may have been intimidated by this because we have insecurity. They may have heard rumors from family members like cousins, aunties, uncles. There's something regarding that with these two. This could be your niece has a twin flame spiritual friendship. You may share in a connection. There could be like it's a small world kind of thing going on here. Potentially take that if it resonates. Yeah, a yogi study buddy and a niece. Or someone heard a rumor about a niece, or heard about a niece or an auntie or an uncle, or heard about a connection through an auntie and uncle. You may have thought someone was with someone in your family, or was more connected to someone in your family in a spiritual friendship. Like maybe it's your spiritual friend and they turn out to be your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, or a partner for somebody in your family, or they married somebody in your family, or they're in love, or could or want to, because we have all these earth energies. You could know about it. You might be trying to play fixer upper or matchmaking, or know of a union. I don't know, because we have 144 over here and it's on the action side. So you might know somebody might want to know if somebody's emotionally available. Somebody might want to know if your cousin or your niece are emotionally available, and if they are awakened, and if they're on a twin flame soul journey, or what the directions are, or what they should do next about a connection. They may be ready to find out about a connection, or move on a connection, or want to talk about that. They want some sort of communication and forgiveness, or they're praying. They could be praying for family at this time. They may have someone who's in pain. This could be a niece. The niece may be in pain. They may be aware, someone may be aware of this pain, or bad ethics or gossip. Someone being aware of that regarding a niece, because these are adjacent here. Someone you love. Someone who left you lonely or was experiencing loneliness themselves, or both. A distant person left. Or a distant person. So it's about distant people or relatives. This could be people who are more or less acquaintances in your lives, third parties in your lives, not immediate family, not part of your household family, but still yet family, extended family. Something about extended family. Twin flame soulmate lovers. Could be a lot of twin flames in the same family or circle, experiencing a lot of the same things. A close neighbor. These could be people you happen to also live next to. You may find out soon that you live next to a niece, a cousin, an auntie, or uncle, or at one point you did, and that's when you got ghosted or moved, or they left, or they have hooked up with a neighbor who is a soulmate. They may want to come live near you, or they recently did. This could be a family connection of some kind. Yeah, close neighbor left. Close neighbor came out twice. Right and left. So this could be for masculine and feminine. Could be two sides of your family. Could be people that live near you, maybe even all around you. They could be coming into masculine, feminine energy at this time. Love thy neighbor was the message we got from the Lord recently. He said he loves our neighbors, love thy neighbor, pray for thy enemies, make amends with relationships and people, pray for everyone. These were big messages I delivered the past couple weeks and received. So this is giving us a little more focus. If you have not been in communication, this gives you an idea who you should be praying for or focused on, or who's praying for or focused on you. This could be your twin flame being focused on you and other soulmates. I don't see much about ex-lovers going on here, but this could be that too. Take it if it resonates. Get more clarity. Let's see. Hold on. And we do have a bad granny here. This could be the gossip monger person that we've been hearing about, a hater, someone with some sort of psychological pain and issues. They just don't operate from ethics, maybe a heavy smoker. They may also have a twin flame spiritual friendship or union. They may live next to some people that know about a twin flame union. There's something going on within that. Within the heart of all of this, within the solar plexus area, you might want to do some cord cutting, some solar plexus focus and healing modalities and meditations, including foods, lots of water, solar plexus recipes, solar plexus healing meditations, journaling. If you have any wounded healer issues, you want to start in the solar plexus and open up the root chakra, ground the root chakra. Prayer first, God first, then root, then solar, and then heart, and kind of work your way back up, spiraling back up from here, taking advantage of this new beginning, grounding properly, addressing whatever is going on in the center, in the heart, in the communication, and in the mind and spiritual, in that order. Okay, this is a good time for a clean slate, a fresh start, a fresh perspective, motivating you to get in alignment this way. Okay, to get in alignment in this way. Let's get some more deed cards on the table. Pick up solar plexus healing foods, pick out meditations, make time for these things. Do that all through the season. Root chakra foods, make time for root chakra meditations and prayers. You want to include prayer, the Lord's Prayer, when you do these two areas, and continue to do that. Pulling in scriptures, psalms, prayer requests, people you're praying for, things you're repenting for, and then finalizing the prayer, giving all power and glory to the Father in heaven in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Each time you go into meditation, prayer, deep healing, contemplation times like this. If this is someone you do not have a contract with, okay, so like this is someone who wants a contract with you, because of family or because of marriage or both. I'm not sure what that is, but it's no contact, no contract. We have victory. We have wisdom. Somebody's been following their wisdom. They've had achievements, breakthroughs, victories. They're experiencing spiritual rewards. They're overcoming, just like I said. Overcoming grief, pain, sorrow, disappointment, confusion. Tapping into wisdom, using discernment, having a lot of victory. This is super good. 1111, inheritance. Eternal rewards. That could not be better. This is the way. This is the promise. This is the result that you can expect. These are the results you've been getting or you will soon be getting, especially if you take this guidance seriously and you take these steps. You could be overcoming a lot of hopelessness. This could have even at some point been suicidal thoughts. In some cases, you may have known someone who's went through this, or even worse than this, like some sort of something that pertains to hopelessness and giving up, or close to giving up, as a result of ignorance, unawakenedness, lack of information, lack of clarity. That's ignorance. Leadership. Someone could be stepping into leadership, sees where they can be useful in leadership, takes leadership seriously, is seen as a leader, thinks like a leader, behaves like a leader, or is stepping into such a leadership role. Or more so, someone could be renewing their bond, their ministry, their leadership, their sacred union, their twin flame union. Take it how it resonates. Obedience, renewing their faith through obedience and prayer at this time. Joy, experiencing the joys of God, the joys of the rewards that you receive for being diligent, for taking it seriously, for being obedient, for moving in the right direction. This is like really good. Experiencing a lot of confidence because of this as well. And this was coming from a place of insecurity and is now leading to a message of confidence and elevation. Someone has elevated themselves or become elevated. They're moving up. They're spiraling up. They're ascending. That is the direction they're going in. It is up all the way. Coming up. Coming out of debt. Saved by faith. Acting in faith. Tapping into faith. Being of faith. Strong faith and belief. Goal setting. Motivation. Direction. Set some goals. Avoiding stress. Stay grounded. Protect your energy. Avoid stress. Decompress. They may have recently or soon will have a release of third energy, a sexual encounter or experience, or they want to communicate this, or they've been stressed because they want this, and there's loneliness in here, so that's like longing and desire. Maybe you've been learning to ground your energy and relieve your own stress and get through these stages of longing and desire. You've gotten stronger because of it. You've maintained and been able to manage your own third energy more so, but you may still be experiencing some stress in this department. Someone may be stressing to you that they want this, or that this is an issue. I don't know. It just came out, so I don't know. It didn't come out any earlier in the reading, so it doesn't seem that important. Responsibility. Somebody wants to be responsible when it comes to this. Could be that. All right. And then we have meditation and appearance. Someone may want to astral travel to you, or they did recently astral travel to you. There could have been a sexual encounter or experience. This could have relieved a lot of stress. This could have boosted confidence. This could have happened also through the right channels and through faith. They might want to continue to set some goals and build the contract and the connection to continue to tap in and build it this way, moving forward, going forward very confidently. They may be feeling more confident in the fact that you are their partner because of this encounter, or they want that kind of message. They want to relay that message, or they want that kind of confirmation or experience. They want it to continue to go well. They find that it was joyful. It brought them a lot of joy. They also were being obedient to spirit. If they're in a twin flame marriage, kingdom spouse situation, they spirit does the rest. Okay, in my experience, the Lord did that for me in my union, and all I had to do was be obedient and keep moving in the direction of my union. And I communicated to God, and so did masculine, and we both prayed, and we ended up having a lot of confirmation that came through recently through dream experiences, vision, signs, and wonders, where we were safe in each other's sexual energies. And we were very openly communicating about these things. And this is renewing the contract, reestablishing the contract, or it's in your contract if you have a twin flame kingdom spouse. Okay? Take that all how it resonates. This is what we have so far. Let's get some oracle messages on top of this message. For the masculine and feminine collective twin flame starseeds. Unfoldment, create, unfold, and wisdom. So wisdom comes out. So the wisdom to create and to experience the unfoldment of what you are creating through your faith, your discernment, and your divine, eternal connection to source through ancestors, angels, through source itself, through family, through helpers, the healing circle, current energies, how that's unfolding, and where it's taking you at this time is an energy of wisdom. You may soon be downloaded with messages about your twin flame union, your future, your potential, your purpose, his goals, your goals, direction, where to move, when to move, how to move. Like, be centered and grounded and ready for such communication and wisdom to come to you. This could be wisdom from source that you are tapped into and soon will be ready to step into. I'm getting the chariot energy here. So sun and chariot and high priestess type of energy all right here. This is activations. This is Lemurian energy, Atlantean energy, and this is good communication energy. This could be totems, water elements, could be helping you connect, wisdom owls, big cats, especially cougars, wolves if it's like information, the dark gray wolf and the gray wolf and the white wolf, the black panther, the brown owl or any other special owl. These could be totems that speak to you at this time. The black panther, the bear, the larger animals. So we have larger animals, larger mammals, land and sea, and all solar energy. So this is also a really good time not only to just work on your solar plexus, but your sacral, your root, your sacral, your solar. Okay, if you need healing in the solar plexus, you may just need like a tune up, or just to do some more chakra work or ground some more energies. But start with the lower chakras and really go in and get that done and focus there for a while, and then move yourself up the heart, the throat chakra, and remember that these totems I mentioned are there for you to tap into, that may speak to you. And then move up to the crown chakra, the higher self, the spiritual self. And that's the path to alignment at this time. You will be very blessed if you do these things. If you read a lot of Bible scripture at this time, you might find Revelation speaks to you the most and offers you the most blessing. If you read Revelation, you are sure to receive a huge blessing from it. Refresh yourself on the 10 Commandments, activate the Psalms, and any other Bible scriptures that speak to you. Pull those into your prayer life, your journals, your meditations, your yogi studies, and that will surcharge everything and seal everything in for you and help you heal deeper and get you more firmly on the narrow path, or keep you there, whatever the case. That's the energy report at this time. It cannot be better. It looks absolutely fabulous. But we're going to pull 2 of these. These are the okay, I guess we're going to pull 3 of these. These are the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle by Carla Morrow, and I've been getting more into like the card meanings as I go with this. Okay, we got 4 out actually. We got Perseverance, and this might help you with the root chakra or the sacral. This is Euphoria, Artisan Swallowtail. Anyway, that's to give you a good look at the energy of this card. I'll read that for root chakra guidance. And then we have Strengthen, so that's the solar plexus. And Truth. So really connecting with your truth and truth at this time, healing the solar plexus, feeling enthusiastic, feeling strong, feeling connected, okay? Feeling strong, feeling hopeful also. So here is Strength. Here is Truth. Pause the video if you want to meditate on those and go. You can even maybe find a way to look them up. If they're on Pinterest, you can look up the meanings. I do that sometimes. Or affection and hope. Someone hopes for affection. They hope you have affections for them, or you need to be more affectionate, and this will give your partner more hope. try to be more affectionate or open and welcoming to more affection. This will help with the heart chakra. After you do the other chakra work, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus work, then you might want to send very affectionate thoughts, messages, text, letters, love notes, inspirational, positive things. Be more affectionate, and you'll be in this energy. And when you're in this energy and in your faith, woo, that's what it's all about. So I don't want to go all into reading these right now, but I am going to read these, and what I'll do is I'll do some shorts, and then I'll leave the meanings in the comments. So you can just go to the shorts, and you can catch these card meanings over there. Okay? So we'll do that one. And we'll do some of this one. And we'll do some more of the deeds cards as well. And I'll leave the meanings in the shorts. Check the comments of the shorts on this channel. And I will work on that in the morning and tomorrow. So put that here on the channel for you. So let's look at some other energies before we end this reading, just for some more clarity and give you a better idea of what we're working with in terms of energies, people, places, things, ideas, creativity, inspiration, all of the above. It all came out in this reading. Fabulous message, fabulous reading. This is what this new moon energy is bringing through right now. I love this. I love this. I love it for you guys. I love it for the whole collective. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, angels. Thank you, helpers. Thank you, ancestors, friends, soul family, fellow 144 Starseeds. I thank you all. God bless you all. In the name of Yeshua, our God. Peace to you guys. Pray for your enemies. They need it. Pray for the strength to forgive, to stand firm, and to endure, and to overcome. In the name of the Lord. Pray the same for your children and your loved ones. I plead that blood of Jesus and healing balm right now over each of you listening. Your loved ones and your families, my loved ones and families, and anyone here as a collective. I pray all the time, and I pray over myself, the ministry, the collective of people here. Communicate with angels, communicate with planetary conscious, Gaia, divine feminine, masculine energies all around. So what do we have? What do we have? Masculine energy, he's got socializing, camaraderie, or some kind of third-party energy. Could be social media, it could be 3 people in a gathering, it could be anything social. He could be juggling because of his social life. He could be juggling 2 people in a connection. Take it how it resonates. Another indication of possible third-party energy. This could just be the energy of creativity, sharing, communicating, socializing. 2 of clubs. We have the Jack of Swords. I think that's Sag energy right there. We've been getting a lot of Sag, Leo, Taurus, masculine, Aries energy. Nine of Swords, mental pain, anguish. Four of Hearts. Someone is offering you a cup of love or abundance or both. Five of Swords. Someone wants to communicate that to you, or they have communicated that to you. Something's fivefold here. Also getting more Sag, Taurus, more fiery masculine energy here. Okay, no, so I think this is Taurus energy. This might be more Sag energy. A Sag may want to communicate and make an offer to you. A Sag, this could be the final straw, or the last sword, or okay, like the Faith No More song, Last Cup of Sorrow. This could be the releasing of a Sag or a fiery energy, something that brought you a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of discomfort, a lot of negative energy is being released. Someone's offering you a way to release that, or offering you, like handing you the scissors or the sword, wanting to make some sort of final recompense with you, with these energies. That's what I see. And then we have you standing in your abundance, tapping into your abundance and desires, hopes, dreams, wishes, desires. So you go from a cup of sorrow to a cup of hope and possibility, abundance, love, prosperity, rewards. Could just be ideas, stuff you're manifesting after a cycle of could have been public criticism, public scrutiny, or attacks. Something in the social life, something was bringing a lot of pain and discomfort, confusion. It could have been this gossip bullshit. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's the feminine. And then we have the new beginning, a very fulfilling, heartfelt new beginning. And the Six of Hearts, true love, innocent love. Could be past love, could be love from a child to a parent, a family member who was a child to a parent, to an auntie. Someone expressing love and fulfillment of a desire with the feminine at heart or in mind. Someone wants to see the feminine free from pain, from blockage, from scrutiny, from gossip, from negativity, okay? That's what I see here. With these. Yeah, between the 3, the 8, and this 8 right here, that is what that is. Someone wants to give someone the truth, or find out the truth from someone, or they see more of the truth now. They want to express that to you. They have goals. They may be in the spiritual community. Someone may be being grafted into the spiritual community, and maybe they somehow are connected to your family. I don't know. Five of Pentacles. Someone has, this could be struggles, hardships. This could be, it's right on top of debt. So someone could have had hardships due to finances, due to debt. They were in a lot of debt, or they might be in a lot of debt, so they have a lot of goals. They may feel like they're in your debt. They would be in your debt if you could. They may be in your debt for something that you did for them in a social setting. Maybe you help them balance their energy, or they brought a level of balance and creativity in a social setting, in a yogi study, a yogi gathering. And then we have the Leo Queen, the attractive queen. This could be the type of a manifestation energy that you're tapping into right now is these two queens. Divine feminine, abundance, prosperity, creativity, ideas, entrepreneurial, prosperous, grounded, abundant energy. Someone may see you as a way out of debt. Be careful of that. Someone may have ideas for an enterprise with you, but it could lead to debt. So make sure you use wisdom and discernment in anything in that area at this time. Be careful who you partner up with, business up with, or share finances with in any type of way, or business or any of that. Okay. Someone may have a business arrangement or a business idea, or they may want to tithe or make contribution to your ideas, and maybe they regret that they didn't in the past. They want to make up for that. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, victory, achievement, favor. Someone is bringing a lot of favor. There is a lot of favor. All right, so it all looks really good. This is a lot of really fantastic, fiery manifestation energy. We got all the jacks, all the queens, 2s, 3s, 6s, 5s, all the lower chakra to mid chakra energies are here. If you stay in your heart center and you keep that sacred flame very active and burning with your twin flame, with yourself, this is a marriage offer or a business offer. This could be a spiritual business, but it's coming across like a marriage offer. You may have just gotten married, or you're about to get married, or someone's going to propose, or recently proposed. You may be engaged. That's the type of energy with this. You may have had to choose between two paths, two partners, two choices. You may have had two choices. You may have did some juggling for a while. There was third party energy. I don't know. Or you feared there was third party energy, or you had to make sure there was not too much third party energy, or you just need to continue to make sure there's not too much third party energy anywhere near your ministry, your sacred union, your marriage, your business, your finances. Someone sees a lot of potential with you when it comes to business, marriage, partnership. They see this kind of potential with you. They see you also as very attractive, very successful. Now, this could be how the feminine sees the masculine, how he sees the feminine, or how others see you. Take it how it resonates. Others see your potential. You may be seeing the potential of this marriage or this union. Maybe falling in love with falling in love with someone at this time, or someone wants to tell you that they love you. This could be a family member or niece. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Happy new moon. If you need anything, touch base with me right here in the comments. Check out the playlist. Check out the board, the community board. Check out the shorts. I'm going to have the cards and their meanings posted there for you over the next course of days. If you need a personal session, a healing session, or a report, a little one-on-one guidance, you have to let me know in the comments. I don't usually do personals. I've had people asking for some guidance, asking for readings, asking for connections as I've been doing this, but unless someone's really serious about it, they have a specific reason why they want to connect with me and get guidance or healing from me at this time. Unless they do that, I'm not doing a lot of personals. So I may offer that in the future when the time is right. In the meantime, though, if you ask for it and you're very serious about it, we can work together. If you feel that you need it or desire it and you're serious about it, we can work together. You just have to let me know in the comments. All right. Otherwise, check out the channel. These readings and messages are timeless. You may find other messages here that resonate with you that could lead you to a lot of other guidance. So best wishes to you. Much love and light. I will see you next Saturday or sometime next week for lives and more guidance. You take care. Bye-bye now.